Alright, time to get back to it. Launching this game is rough. This load time sucks. Oh, I like the style. Load screen is definitely kind of boring.
Lower deckers?
Ah, that was crazy. I hate auto-playing videos. It's right up there with load times. Good God, it's been at least a minute. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's complete at least a minute. Watch that timer tick by. Alright, oh, back into our stream play here. Okay, there we go. Back into it. Uh, so if I remember right, our current objective is to get our hands on a vehicle that'll help us transport equipment from we find out in the field and whatnot. Let's see, what's this research bugger gonna get us? We're looking at another 500 bytes. We're gonna need a lot more research, essentially. So, and we're gonna need to do more exploring to pull this stuff off. And I need more storage capacity. But in the meantime, let's put this ammonium over here. Throw this laterite on here. Ah, let's get down in there. Get down to business. I'm going to go back down here and look around for research. So, whether it be large boogers, little scan doodads, whatever we can get. Maybe even, let's just get rid of these guys. Ow. Okay, I got hit by that last one. You can tell because the edges of the screen turned a little pink. Injury in this game, you don't have a life bar. You will just, it's kind of like Call of Duty. You take a few hits, you'll see a little red, and then it'll stop. This is all just debris, right? Man, this is such a resource-rich environment compared to like the last save I was playing on. last save I was playing on, I legit had issues finding a lot of things. I certainly wasn't lucky enough to find areas like with all this, like, especially these medium generators. I actually had to unlock and build my own medium generator. I actually had to manufacture that. Didn't have one. So I'm going to carry this back toward the beginning here. Could really use a work light. Those are really nice to have too. Like, copper's like hard to get around here though. So did I just get turned around? There's my ramp. There we go. I got turned around somewhere there. But you guys are like, hey, where you going, man? I'm just gonna drop that right there. I'm gonna continue to look around for buggers. What's down here? I want to be careful. Don't want a repeat of that incident last night. Well, there's equipment down there. Just as I said it. Didn't want a repeat of last night, and what do? Oh well, at least I know where I fell. So if I run out of oxygen... Oh! Ah, there's the bridge I built earlier. Last time that happened to me. Ooh, research doodads. That's what we're looking for. See? How fortuitous! As they say. How fortuitous. Oh, here's a neat little trick, by the way. See this debris here? It's got little pieces. You can pick them up if you kind of dig. They're kind of embedded in the dirt little. Once you dig them free, this is something they added at some point. It didn't used to be like this. You can actually take this and pick it up, and it goes in a little debris basket in your backpack. So you can actually collect this debris, like, at any point. Like, just storage your base and whatnot. And once you get to the point where you can actually do stuff with it, then you'll have a supply of it laying around already. See, process debris, you need what they call a shredder to shred it into scrap metal. You can get yourself one of those. You can get a small one, like to handle debris like this. I usually don't bother with getting the small one though. Like I aim for the big boy. Like once I'm ready to do debris, I go big. It's like go big or go home. Anyway, just a minute, guys. Gotta wait. AFK. Something's come up. I'll be back. back to it. Dang it. That was annoying. I kind of forgotten where I am. AFK for a minute. I'm lost now. Okay, I see where I am now. Good, good, good. There's that path down. Of course, we don't want to mess with that. I don't need to go down there. Let's go this way. Man, this just goes in a circle, doesn't it? Let's head this way. See what's over here. Caving is fun in this game, but it gets a little scary. Here's a pro tip for you too. You run into a dead end, just dig a little. And look, there's a research doodad. Actually, is that another one right over there? Yep, that's another one right over there. Nice. Only problem is I'm not entirely certain which way is back. Since the whole thing goes in a circle. Can't see for crap without my work light and with this doodad I'm carrying blocking my suit lights. It's really hard. Alright, here we go. Let's get up there and probably slap this back in that thing. I think the researcher is done. We're probably gonna have to just fire it up again with this. It should give us another like 500 bytes. Yep, researcher finished. Pop that out. Let's see what we get out of this. Yep, another 500 bytes. Means we're gonna need a lot more. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this bad boy up since we're done. Since we're so close to. Carry her on up. This is actually kind of the grindy part now. Like now we're grinding, and this bit here is the uninteresting grind. I mean, usually the grind tends to be a little interesting, but like here at the start, it can be a little dull. I could run around on the rover just looking for small things I can pick up, like small batteries and stuff like that. Yeah, actually, you know what? Like, maybe we'll just do that. Like, let's get some quartz first, but make us a handful of beacons. Just run around and just find things we'll be able to pick up later. Hopefully, we'll find some itty-bitty research doodads that I can bring back that are actually worth substantially more. This way. This is the quartz. Didn't get that one close enough. Let's make things easier. Let's move this on my shoulder button, or I prefer it. Looks like that might go out somewhere. still got a couple more spots free. There we go. And we're full, and we dropped a spare one on the ground. That's what happens when you get full, by the way. It just falls off the back of your thing onto the ground. Which is kind of nice. I mean, see, like, you can come back and just pick it up without having to dig some more. Just carry some debris out with me, because I'm bored. Feel like, carry as much out with you as you can each trip, and that way, you save time for later. I mean, to dig that spot that's hanging down out later. Here we are. Oh, shoot. I should put on the chat on the app, just in case somebody drops by. And there we go. Put that scrap on that scrap. Alright. Go into the stream manager. Okay. Let's see. I don't need all of this. Let's turn this off. That way you can sit this here without it turning into glass on me. So you gotta be careful about that. You put this on here while it's on, it's just gonna turn it into glass. If you don't want that to happen, you gotta make sure it's off. Like, grab it up, turn it into glass. Alright, let's make us some extra beacons. Everybody likes extra beacon. Beacon. Not just use up all the base power too. Throw these on here too. That debris there. Probably not going to need a piece of red. Oh, actually. Let's take that resin. Let's whip up another small canister. There we go. Go for a drive. See what we can't find. See if we can find some. Here's a good thing we could do too. Run and collect these little research doodads. Scan them. Let's run around grabbing them. There's a big one. We can't carry it with this, unfortunately. Alright, you guys ready to see something wild? Turns out that Astroneers may not be the only people who visited these worlds. Whoa! That was some serious pop-in. All those plants just showed up. Look at that thing. That's strange looking, right? If you know Astroneer, you know what that's about. If you don't, well, one day I'll show you. Right now, unfortunately, I can't do anything about that, or with that. Or can I, actually? Let's find out. changed something about these. Something's different here. Did you hear that? Oh, this is mountainous terrain, by the way. This is hard to dig, unfortunately. This is what you need a drill for. I don't have drill tech. They have changed something, though. Yeah, look at that. Is it open down there? Usually, there's not dirt. Well, at least it didn't used to be dirt on these like this. Ground wasn't on these like this in the past. Oops! Oh, I used the wrong tool. Trying to get the right angle here. Here we go. I like that'll do. Yeah, I've never seen one of these covered with all this. Look though, it's got a standard power plug. Let's see what we can do here. Let's deploy our generator. Hook it up. Oh, look. We have a reaction. Yep, I can't produce enough power. Can't produce enough power yet. So we'll have to play with these in the future. Alright, in the meantime, let's hoof it over this mountain thing. Oh, look at this. This right here. This is malachite. Malachite is unrefined copper. And it's really hard for me to dig it up right now because I don't have the drill, and this is mountainous terrain. There we go. We just got our first piece of copper. Second piece of copper. But you know what? I'm gonna mark this place. Oh. This is a good place to come back to. I'm running out of oxygen. There we go. Let's go look over at this debris, see if there's anything useful on it. I see some debris over here. Yep, I already see something. There we go, another little portable small wind turbine. See, it goes on your backpack. You can actually put that on your backpack. If you need wind generated. If you need power on your suit, that little wind generator will provide you with power on the go. When it's windy, of course. Now let's take that bad boy off, though. Throw it on our buggy. Alright. Now let's see if we can find anything else cool. Hard to see home from here, though. Oh! This thing's lit up. What's providing it with power? Oh, just more power cells. I'll take them, but they're not the best. There's home in the distance. It's up here. Come on, Jeep. You can do it. Ah, here we go. Well, that was weird. Fell through the ground a little bit there. Anything on this? Wow, absolutely nothing on that. Yeah, I'm leaving the little pieces of debris and whatnot. We'll gather debris later. I know I don't have the carrying capacity for a ton of stuff. Where I park the Jeep? Dude, where's my car? Your car's your source of oxygen. You know, finding a parking spot is way more important. Oh, flipped it by accident. Luckily, our guy can Master Chief that rover there. Just walk up and press Y and flip it back over. Ah! Do some Dukes of Hazzard action too. Oh, there we go again. Whoop. Ah! Flip over. It's nice and windy right now. We got plenty of power for the Jeep. Research doodad. Oh, falling through the ground again. As you may notice, by the way, these actually have a research thing under them. Like almost all these little plants that grow the little research doodads have that. If you dig them up, you'll of course destroy the plant. I would do that, probably, if I could carry them around. But right now, I can't carry them, so I'm just collecting little bits. A little bit of bites at a time. A few bites at a time. Nom nom, right? There we go. By the way, forests are full of little plants. They have little research doodads in them. There are little research doodads in the trees. Oh, whoa, look, a busted up rover. And there's another one. Turbine. Nice. See, we're getting stuff. Stuff. More debris. Uh-oh. Running out of air. Let's slide our way back to the rover. Or buggy. Oh, looky looky. Another medium wind turbine. Oh my goodness, and it came with a battery. Good deal. We'll take the battery now. And we'll come back for the turbine. There we go. Oh, hey, 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 hey. What can we do here? Perfect. Here we go. Let's charge this bad boy up. Boom! By the way, these tops on these things, at least later you can recycle those. But there we go. That little doodad there is going to be a ton of bites for us. That is what we're looking for right there. Just realized I can't see home, and I can't see any beacon but the one I just put down a little bit ago. That's not good. You gotta be careful. You can lose home. I mean, if you drive around enough, you'll find it again. But hey, actually, the wind's blowing pretty good right now. You can actually deploy these. I'll watch the wind stop. Yeah, the wind's gonna stop on us. There's the generator. Darn it. Yeah, that's the neat thing about these little guys is they deploy when you put them down on the ground. You can actually hook them up like base components. And that's one way you can use them around your base. If you don't have a platform to slap them on, you can always just like pick them up and sit them down and let them deploy little doodads. There we go. Wow, we are doing good. That's a lot of research right there. Slap that back on the Jeep. I keep calling the buggy a Jeep for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Whoa! Oh, don't go down the hole. Don't go down the hole. Ew, that was close. I mean, I would have probably made it back out of there alive. That's something you got to be careful of, though. Like, you don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere and die, especially when you've got equipment with you, because then finding where you died becomes a lot harder. I mean, you'll have a, especially if you fall down a hole like that. That is a really nightmarish one, because then you just know you're underground somewhere. Not good. So I'm trying to figure out. I thought I did have a view of home from that. Very strange noise. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, that reminds me. Hey Google, set a timer for, or set an alarm. I need an alarm set for 9 o'clock. I keep hearing this strange noise. I can't figure out where it's coming from. You know what? That red indicator there may be too far out of sight. I may have trouble finding it later. So I'm going to ensure that I do. This is what I do when in a situation like this. This will be a green beacon. I call green beacons nav beacons. Like this indicates that if I come to this beacon, that I'll be able to see other beacons around it that are of interest. Here we go. We roll back out here. I can see all the red beacons, and there's the home beacon. And I'm going to see if I can see over by home, if I can see that green beacon. That'll be helpful. I'll definitely see it when I come for those other red beacons, if nothing else. Oh yeah, that green beacon is loud and clear. Actually, that red beacon is loud and clear from over here too. Helps you have to keep from exploring again and again to leave these beacons laying around. What did I just do? That was weird. I thought I had somehow made that disappear as I pushed the B button by accident. I thought the home beacon disappeared because of it. I was like, what? That's not a thing, is it? There we go. Put that on a researcher. Um, let's take this off of here and deploy it over here. Plug it in. And then I'm going to take this extra battery we have, attach it to the base, give the base more juice output. It's funny, we're getting nothing but like wind turbines. It would be nice to get some solar power too. That is a thing, and you just sort of randomly find equipment. What planet you're on, I think, also determines how good the equipment can be. Like, sometimes you'll find some on other planets. You'll find some, I think, more advanced tech. At least it always seemed that way. I found some stuff on other planets. It's like, whoa. And as for this malachite, so it'll be turned to usable copper later. We're going to put it on here. And I'm going to take, of course, a couple of these back. And we're going to make a couple more beacons. That took the base's juice. It's funny the way they handle power priorities. Your suit power gets the #1 priority. Like, and if it can draw from any outside source, it'll do that before drawing from anything like these power cells or whatever that I have on my backpack. It'll be like, oh, let's take stuff from there or from elsewhere instead. Let's go ahead and stick that bad boy on there. Oh, we got our researcher going. How many bytes we got? Oh, look at that. There we go. Alright. First thing is first. We'll go to our small printer here. Unlock tractor. Unlock trailer. There we go, guys. That right there is a big deal. Oh. Look at that. We've run out of power. The wind's not blowing enough. Alright. First things first. Let's turn this bad boy back on. Start cooking things. Now, it's going to eat our power big time, but not much we can do about it. You know what? Before it starts eating one of those, I'll take that back too. I don't know if there's any other use to quartz other than making beacons and glass. Can't remember for sure. But I'm going to hold on to a piece of quartz. There we go. What I'm really done this for is get that copper out. No. I'm going to need more aluminum. Get that copper. Throw this aluminum, this laterite on here and be cooked. Oh, if only I had some organic. I tell you what, it used to be like. I used to get organic like crazy. I'm gonna collect some, as a matter of fact. There's a much better tool for that, but like when you're in a pinch like this, you can just do that. Alright. Nope. Put that on there. Let's put that on there. Alright, first, we're going to take these 2 blocks of aluminum, come over to our small printer, select tractor, tell to print. Oh, I was talking about needing storage earlier. I completely forgot we had the soil centrifuge up and running. We got all the resin we could possibly need right over there. Alright, there's our tractor. Take a couple pieces of aluminum. We want trailers. Those are 1 aluminum and 1 compound apiece. So let's grab us a couple pieces of compound. There's our first trailer. By the way, in case you're wondering, yes, you can speed jobs up by having multiple printers to print multiples of things. But then you also need the power for that. And I don't have the power for that. But here we go. Cook some carbon. Provide some more power to the base, big time. Oh, another thing of carbon's done. There we go, there's some substantial power. Take my last piece of aluminum here. Grab that piece of compound. Turn those off. We're using a lot less power now. The furnace, refining furnace, uses a lot of juice. So does this, the soil centrifuge, but it uses it in bursts. Oh, and it's sort of glitched up at the moment, because it should have filled itself up. By the way, let's swap containers. We now have empty containers over here. Take our full ones off. There we go. Oh, that's full. For now, that's full. Alright, alright. There we go. We've got 3 trailers and 1 tractor. Let me show you about these bad boys. Actually, first, space for a couple items. Let's take these. Oh, another medium storage. Let's put these bad boys into use. Alright, first we're going to take our tractor. I like to start with it. Set her down. Trailer. Trailer. Just kind of line them up like this. Just make things easier on yourself in a minute. Alright, let's open our tractor. Poof. There's a tractor. Our trailers. Alright. Plug them up. Like base parts, you plug them up. Connect them up. Now on the tractor and trailers here, the only thing powered is the tractor. It's got a battery right there. So we're now going to have to steal our stuff from our buggy. Oops. And we're going to slap it on the front of the tractor here. Like so. And just like the buggy, right and left bumpers activate the front and rear things. Now, luckily, boom, we're fully charged. And this thing will run for ages on a battery. And then when it kicks in, just like the buggy, it'll charge itself up. Powering this thing is pretty easy. Having enough power for it, easy. Now, as you may have noticed too, the trailers have the 2-slot hookups. So, you can do things like take this medium storage. Pop that on there. Boom. You can carry two slot size items like those big wind turbines or the large research boogers. And here we can carry a group of like 8 small items. So, there you are. That's why you build yourself a tractor. It's really cheap. It's a good beginner game vehicle. You build the buggy to scout. You fly around, because this thing's not really fast. You fly around with your buggy. Drive all over the place super crazy fast. And drop beacons at the next stuff. Then you come, you get your tractor made. You get out here and you grab it. Oh, like this backpack. This thing's got a small squeaker horn. I've never seen those before. Oh, cool, you can put it on the bumper. Okay, let's take the oxygen filter off here and put that on there. And that should be all for that backpack. I don't remember if the backpacks like these. I don't think busted backpacks actually ever disappear. And you can't, I don't know if you can scrap them. But this stuff, this little debris, and the larger debris too. I don't think I have any way to carry this piece. But, yeah, you can't actually. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take this back to basement. Drop that. See, what's nice about these too is sometimes you'll happen upon them, and they'll also have little research buggers, like the little kind, with them. Alright. And we're gonna take our beacon, put it on there. Now our tractor also has a beacon on it. That's pretty handy to do, in case your tractor gets lost. And there's some organic that I left laying over here last time I was here, and we'll use that for fuel if we need to. Not likely though, look at the wind. Filling up our batteries. I'm not collecting all the scrap right now, just like little bits and pieces that are laying around. I just left that door behind. Maybe someday I'll find it again, but there we go. There's our one of our medium turbines. See these, by the way, like, unlike the little ones, they won't deploy. They need a base structure to sit atop. Or like they can be attached to vehicles. Like this thing, like we could use this to power this thing, but it's overkill to power the tractor with a giant wind turbine like that. Let's see here. See, I'm not worried about marking the spots where scrap is. That's really unimportant. I'm gonna put that on me. Otherwise, the tractor could use it up. I mean, which wouldn't be a serious loss, but... Oh, hey! Research students. Scan away! And, speaking of which, there's one right in the tree here, too. I was about to walk off without it. Slap that on it. Oh, none of our things are empty. You know what? You'll live on that thing with that scrap. So when I go collecting scrap someday in the future, that'll be a double scrap right there. It'll be a nice little spot. Hey, what do we got over here? Yeah, I can't, well, oh, I've got a medium wind turbine with me. I might be able to pop this sucker open. I might be producing enough power at the moment. If I turn on the generator and everything, if I could get there before the wind stops blowing. This is hard, by the way, but if you get your tractor positioned right, now if the wind would just start blowing. Alright, let's kick back and wait and see if the wind starts blowing. If it does, we'll be all set. Oh, another thing you can do, too, actually. If you're not worried about keeping these power cells, pop them on. There we go! Just try to get it unhooked as quick as possible. Stop blowing, burning energy for nothing, because that thing will actually continue to eat your energy once you pop it open. There we go! Mini research doodad. Let's go see what else we can find. Watch for holes. The tractor is exceptionally good at falling down deep crevasses like this. And down holes and stuff. And, yeah, getting back out, although easier than in a large vehicle, and it's still not, like, super easy. Oh, and here's the problem with the tractor. It's so small that it gets stuck on just about any little divot or rock. You can get hung up. Your trailer can get hung up. And it can be a real pain sometimes to get around obstacles and whatnot. And if this thing gets underground too, traveling underground with it is really a pain in the butt. Alright, here we go. These are extenders. These are pretty cool. Let's move my squeaker horn. And I'll show you what extenders do real quick. These are deployable base components, sort of. Like, if you want to move, like, if you can't get some line to reach, pop one of these bad boys out. And if you can position them, run a line to them, and then a line from them to whatever else. Pretty cool, right? And then you can also pick them back up and put them in the extender stack thing. They're reusable. They're base components. You can learn to make them yourself. Oh, look at this can. This is not one I've seen lately. You don't find many of these anymore. They used to be everywhere. This wants a specific element to open, a specific thing to open it up. That symbol right there is the symbol for laterite, or aluminum. If I had a piece of aluminum, I could stick it on a little hole there, and this container would eat it and pop open and give me the research booger. Unfortunately, we don't have one, but we could get one and come back for this bad boy. So, I will deploy that for that. And we'll give this beacon to our vehicle. And looky looky! Small solar panel! Oh, by the way, if you put that on there, not only is it storing it, but that will actually now function. When the sun rises, that will power the vehicle. These storage things count as hookups to your vehicle and whatnot. So, that's why I'm talking about, like, these will get used up by the vehicle. I should probably take these back off and put them on me, like they were. Now that I'm done popping that container open. But, did you hear that? The solar panel opened up. Go. There it goes, collecting solar power. It aims itself at the sun automatically. Collects power. So now this vehicle's got all the power it could need. Between the wind and the solar. If in dire circumstance, I could use the generator to power it with the organic there. Burn organic as fuel. I've seen a lot more mountains on this world than the last one too. A lot of terrain sort of tried to make it to mountains, but never quite did. And there's another research bugger that I don't have room for. So I say I'll go ahead and mark it. We'll come back for it. Only because bytes are in such high demand at the moment. Do I want to do that? Like, normally I wouldn't worry about a little research bugger sitting out here alone. Ooh, what do we have here? Another crashed pod. What was this astronaut carrying? He was carrying a work light! Oh, thank God. There we go. That provides a lot of light for me. As long as my suit has power, I'll be illuminated. Oh, it doesn't use any power, but like it will like. And we'll go ahead and take our free tethers here. We'll take those home with us. And since I'm here, I'll collect the scrap I can. That's really easy to carry. So small pieces of debris. But I think we have pretty much filled up our tractor and practically our backpack too. Oh, look, there's another little piece of debris. See, what's cool is you collect the debris like that, and you can just, once it's in a little basket and whatnot, you can feed that debris right into the shredder as is, like in the little basket form. It used to be that you would have to, like, take and feed every little, you couldn't carry little tiny pieces of debris in any way. You would have to feed them into a shredder one at a time by hand. The fact that you can now zip them onto your backpack is so lovely. I think I see another battery. I do. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Look at that. Oh, yes. Another power cell. And it's draining these to feed it. I'm gonna kind of keep going until I can't see, until I can barely see one of those red markers. The closest red marker. I'm gonna get really out here and see what I see. some power cells laying there, some oxygen filters, I guess. The oxygen filters are really not very helpful. I tend to accidentally use them up a lot because the moment you disconnect from an airline, they start using up, and you'll just you'll use them up just walking away from an air thing, even though you're near it and you don't really need to be using it at the moment. It just auto starts using, so you usually just use them up without thinking about it, which kind of sucks. I wish they would only activate if you turn them on. Ooh, here we go. This is a giant piece of space wreckage. Like a piece of a space station or something that's fallen down to the planet. And I currently have no space at all. But as you can see, these contain storage units sometimes, and they contain elements. Like here's some graphene and quartz. And so they're a good place to get resources too. So, we have found ourselves someplace new. Let's make another beacon. It didn't have anywhere to go in my backpack, so I just sort of pooped it out. Alright. It's another red marker. We'll have to come back to that. Collect those things. I just gotta remember when I come over to this, not to collect that red marker over there first. Then collect this one, because then I'll be like, which way's home again? You know? Look at all the debris. Another solar panel. I know, I just said I was out of room. Well, you know how I should solve this? Leave the debris with the debris. Take the solar panel. Actually, you know what? Debris is actually valuable enough that I don't think I really need these power cells. I'll leave the power cell there. Right now I can't really do anything with the debris, but it's useful later. I assure you. And one of these days I'll be out here collecting all of this. Just collect it all. That day's just not today. Let's head home. We got quite the haul. The 2 miniature solar panels are really going to help. It would be really nice if we found a medium-sized solar panel. You know, something for the base. But, oh well. Can't win them all. Nope. Nope. Ran over a research doodad. Might as well do that since we stopped. My phone just did something weird. I wonder what that was about. Oh, careful now. Shoot, which way is home? Like, there's the big alien thing. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. See? Gotta be careful. I see the green nav beacon. There's home! Alright. Home sweet home. And what we need to do now, I'll go ahead and put this big booger. Even though we got two little valuable boogers. Let's get this booger processed. Take this extra battery. Give it to our base. And this mini solar panel I'm not needing at the moment. Give it a home. Look at that. See, I at some point used a piece of that oxygen filter up. Without meaning to. Like, that's it. The crazy thing is, expendable items in this game are highly expendable. By the way, these work lights, you can put them on anything. You put them on the front of the vehicle or there, they'll function and whatnot too. And if there's some reason you don't want that light, you can actually toggle it on and off. But yeah, you want a better light source for your buggy. Slap one on there. They're very handy. They're actually easy to make too. If you unlock the recipe for it, it's 1 copper if you have a ready source of copper. Uh-oh. No sun or wind. Oh, and we got that medium-sized wind turbine. And what I'm going to do for the medium-sized wind turbine, oh, see, that only took 1 resin. 1 resin for one of these. There we go. Simple, small, two slot platform. Plug it up. Let's grab that big wind turbine. Attach that to our base. And right as the wind stops. Great! Alright. Now, as I said, for our next thing, if we're going to go down the tech tree, basically, of the game, we're going to need to leave this planet. We need the material wolframite. And wolframite we would find on DeSoto, this planet's moon. In case you're wondering how to find things, if you're ever wondering, where do I get this, or where do I get that, just open the menu here to the Astropedia and select planets. This is Silva, the planet we're on, Silva, right there. This is all the details about it, which you can find here, its hazards and whatnot. This is its moon, DeSoto. And it tells you everything you'll find there. Like, no atmosphere, bare rock, pockmarked. Uh, High sun, low wind. You know, with no atmosphere, your wind generation is not going to give you much. So you need to take with you solar panels, or fine solar panels there to survive. You can get wolframite and spherolite commonly there. Very handy. You can find spherolite here too. You can find malachite in the mountains here. You see spherolite in caves. Um, you can also find those things. You can find wolframite. That's what we're going for. That's what we're going to go for. That's what we really want. Some wolframite. But to get that, let's see here. What do we do first? Okay. Let's stick this other little tiny dude at it. Get it researching. Take the scrap, drop it here. These extenders here. See, we need more storage. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Make more storage. Actually, no. First, we need a large platform B. Let's run this bad boy. We're going to need more resin. It's going to be a resin intense operation. That's eating at our batteries. Alright. This platform. Let's drop her over here. Oh, maybe we should set up that second researcher here soon. I can find a few more power generation things. If I could get me a medium-sized solar panel, it might be good for that. Pop that. Boom. Got that connected up. By the way, you may have noticed too, like this thing is sort of gotten extended. We don't really need that anymore. I can pick that up because this actually can reach the base now. The base is extended out to the point where like that one right there is already connected to the base. All right. Now we've got that built. Go with another medium storage. Grab a couple more of those. I wish I would always put these on the same side it got it. Eventually it will be a non-issue, but at the moment it just bugs me. It seems the wind just stopped blowing again. I imagine you're probably like, why? What are you doing with this platform? Yeah. Check this out. Alright. Let's go to medium printer. We want a large printer now. I need 3 compound for that. Oh, I need compound, period. Starting to run out. 1, 2. Oops. I accidentally picked up the thing. There we go. There goes all that juice that built up. Alright. Let's make our large printer now. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. Oh, I don't know if I have any way to combine those. I wonder how that happened. Yeah, well, that's something they need to fix. Those should combine together. When I pick one up and then the other. I don't know of any way, like other things, you could break them apart by dropping more and whatnot. Actually, maybe that's how I could do that. Can I drop pieces? If I put that there. Nope, you can't drop them. Oh well, it's no big deal. It would have just been a lot more convenient if I could have consolidated that down into one. Ooh, our researcher's done running. Let's grab our other one from over here. There. Slap that in. Take our large printer. I don't think that's facing the right way. Nope. I think that's right. Yep, there we go. Now we have a large printer. Woo! Alright. As I said, we need to leave this planet. To do that, we need a few things to take with us. We're gonna wanna at least take an oxygenator. Well, first things first, we're gonna need a spacecraft. So let's go to our large printer. Large printer tech. We're going to unlock a small shuttle. Takes 2 aluminum to make a large shuttle. Now, in case you're wondering why you wouldn't just maybe skip to the medium or whatnot, you need aluminum alloy. To make aluminum alloy, you need the chemistry lab, and to get the chemistry lab, you need wolframite, which is not available on this planet. So, like, even if you had the points to unlock the medium shuttle, you cannot build it yet. See, basically, that's how I decide what I'm going to learn next. I look at the material costs of the various things. Be like, oh, this requires iron. I've not seen any iron. Iron is not available on this planet. no point in learning anything made out of iron until I can get iron. Till I have iron, why bother? Alright, so we can make the shuttle because it's made out of 2 pieces of aluminum. That's really easy to acquire here. So we're going to study that, learn the shuttle. And I don't currently have aluminum, but, you know, aluminum is just right down the hole here. So let's go grab us some aluminum real quick. Laterite, that is. We also need some laterite for that, like, research node thing, so... There we go. Are we full up? Yeah, we're full up. That work light sure makes a difference, doesn't it? I can see a lot better now with that sucker on. No more of that little light on the front of my suit illuminating just the area in front of me. Alright, okay. We gotta cook a couple pieces of this laterite into aluminum. Other piece we're taking over here and sticking on that to feed that thing later. And let's go ahead and take that. That. So I'm thinking of leaving that solar panel on there. Give that thing 3 sources of power. Take this debris and we're going to slap it right here. Store it. Leave the horn here too. Small sweeper horn. There we go. Our 2 pieces of aluminum required. Let's activate our large printer. See? This thing prints the big stuff. Give us a small shuttle, please. This thing... small is kind of funny. Call this thing small. Oh, and there goes all of our power. Let's try to cook this into some carbon real quick. Oh, good, our researcher quit. Alright, we still have 2,500 points. That's good. Feed that to the generator. Just take these. Make another one of those. There we go, more storage. And there is our shuttle in this giant box. What you want to do now is take your shuttle all the way way over to your launch pad here. Drop it on there. There we go. Let's unpack it. There we go. Our shuttle. As you can see, it provides oxygen like any vehicle. And it has a crew compartment. And it has another compartment. And they give you a blue outline of an oxygenator. Like, be like, hey, look, you can put an oxygenator here. And then that thing would provide oxygen, like a tetherable oxygen source. Like, so you could tether away from it. But here's another thing you can do with that. If you have a spot like that, the oxygenator is a 2-slot object. So what you do, take yourself a medium storage here. Oh, I actually ran that coal out without, or that carbon out without, when all the batteries were full and everything. I should have shut it off. Alright. Pop that bad boy open. See, you can take this. Ugh, and slap it in there. Like that. So you can actually load this full of things. 8 different items. Slap it in the thing there. And take those things with you. So the oxygenator isn't the most important thing. What I could really use if we're going to go to DeSolo. Yeah, oh, you could put an oxygenator as... Oxygenator, when you make it, comes out as a single block item. Like any of these. So you could slap an unopened oxygenator on here to take with you to deploy when you get there. Which, in fact, is what we're going to do. Because I like to take an oxygenator and set it up where I'm going. And then, that way, I can always come back to that spot, and I have a base, the beginnings of a base there. Eventually, it would be nice to have bases on each and every planet. Really helpful for collecting resources and whatnot. Be able to travel from place to place and pick up the things you need. Let's see here. In the meantime, though, if we're going to be doing all that, like this rocket here, you may notice cannot launch. It needs a thruster. It is not, in fact, got a thruster unit here at the bottom. So it can't go anywhere. It is just a shell. It's got nothing on it yet. No oxygenator, no crew, no thrust. So, we need to open this up and go to our small printer here. And we need to find ourselves... Oh, what is a field shelter? That's new. Provides power, oxygen, and a save point. Well, that's silly. Then why would you want to build a full-scale shelter then? Permanent base shelters provide save point, power, and oxygen. That's strange. It's permanent. I guess permanent means you cannot undeploy it. Like, I can't undeploy this base here, but I guess a field shelter is maybe something you can pick up and move if you wish. It's kind of interesting, though. Alright. Meantime, we're going to I lost my train of thought. We need thrusters for our craft or spacecraft. So just keep scrolling. Yeah, there we go. You scroll through here until you find this. This is the first thruster, the easy one to build. This is the more advanced hydrazine thruster, which uses hydrazine fuel. You have to, we need a lot of equipment to get a hydrazine thruster. As you can see, that's a reusable. The solid fuel thruster is consumable. So this is good for a round trip. Takes us 500 bytes to unlock this technology. There we go. We have one now. I need more aluminum though. Oddly enough. Oh, hey, I've got a piece of laterite right here. Let's cook that. Okay, there's our aluminum. So what you do, you need aluminum and ammonium. I collected ammonium earlier. I'm not entirely sure what I did with it. Ah, it's right over here. Which, in fact, I made this doodad to go on there. Don't put it there yet. You know, like, why are you making those anyway? Like, eventually I would like to cover them with carbon. Which, I think I'll work toward that in a minute. Like, we just need to... I really just need to unload this. And then, I can start making organic into carbon, which then we can take a whole full tray of carbon over here, drop it on here, so then in power pinches we have plenty of fuel for those. But we have our ammonium and aluminium, however you want to call it. So we'll make ourselves a solid fuel thruster. Take the rest of this ammonium and stick it over here. And I'm gonna take this. May as well take it over here and slap it on the bottom. There we go. Slap it on the bottom and pack it. Boop. There we go. It has a solid fuel thruster now. It is space worthy, although it has no equipment. So without at least an oxygenator, wherever you arrived, you'd be pretty SOL. You would not be able to leave the ship. You'd be kind of stranded and stuck without some equipment going with you. So that's our next objective. We need equipment to go on this journey with us. Let's make us another storage unit. As I said, oxygenator is pretty crucial. Learn that technology there. 1 aluminum, 1 ceramic. Alright, I don't have any clay. We need clay. Let's go for some clay. There's gotta be some around somewhere. I saw some one time. I don't think we marked its location. Hey, here it is. That was a pretty good deal. I swear I did not remember this was here. I just was like, let's go and find some, and sure enough, I did. I am having a great time on this version of this world. It is working out well for me. Let me get one more. Yep, there we go. There's our one more. Hop back in the Jeep. Oh, I took all the power stuff off this thing. I was running only on battery. I could have run out of battery out there and been kind of stranded for a long walk. Hopefully make it back before I ran out of oxygen. That's something you don't want to do, by the way. You like hop in this vehicle once it's fully charged and run it somewhere and run it out of charge. You're like, well, I'm gonna die. Alright, let's open that. You need to cook this clay, make ceramics. There we go. There's ceramic. Oh, and we need aluminum. Let's put that ceramic back. Let's go get the aluminum. Whee! Ow. Ow! I'm gonna kill myself. It's weird. Look at that little red cube. What that's about. Oh, and it disappeared. I guess just some sort of weird decorative glitch. Got a couple full cans there. And some laterite. Let's go back and empty our cans. Cook our laterite. As you can see, we've gone through quite a bit of our soil supply here. Okay. One aluminum. One ceramic. One oxygenator. By the way, if you're ever in a pinch for power, this is something you can do too. You're not using your rover. Hook it up like that. You see the power is sucked out of the rover. Like, that is a one-way connection there. Out of the rover. If you hook the base to the rover, then the base will power the rover. If you do it the other way, if you hook the rover to the base, the power is going to go that direction and feed the base. Now, the rover will act as an extra battery. If this generator were running, it would feed the base too, and all the power generation tech attached to the rover will dump power to the base. And it'll use the rover up before it'll use any of the rest of the base up, power supply wise, because the rover is dumping its power into the base. So everything that the base is doing now will suck the rover first. That's a good thing to keep in mind in case you're storing any power cells on here you would like to keep, because they will get devoured if you do that trick with those in there. So if you're not looking to lose those, be careful not to do that. Alright. There's our oxygenator. The next thing you're going to want to take with you is some platforms. We need, once again, resin. This is like, as I said, resin is your best friend in the early game. You will need resin upon resin upon resin. And see? We are draining our tractor before it started draining the base. And in case you're wondering too, you don't have to bother unhooking the tractor. Like when you want to take the tractor somewhere, and if it's got a charge after giving all its power to the base, you can hop on the tractor and just start driving, and it'll pull the plug out in the back here and just go snap off, and you can go. I mean, it doesn't do that just from getting on it. You actually have to drive away. See, I'm on it, but that's not doing anything. All right. Now, 1, 2. I recommend making one of these. It might not be unlocked, actually. It's not. It's funny, they give you one when you start, so I always forget that it's not unlocked. A medium platform B. I don't have the points for that. I'm shy of it by like 4 points. Poo. Find us a research. Gobbledygook. There's gotta be one like right over here in this forest. I've got enough oxygen. Yeah, there's one right there in that tree. Let's grab that. Carry it back home. By the way, this game is multiplayer. If you've never played it or not, you can actually play this with friends. Doing things as a team. Way more effective than doing them all by yourself. I can tell you that for sure. Alright, now that we got that going, let's go ahead and unlock our medium platform B. Actually, you know what? I actually think I prefer the medium T platform over the medium platform B, because the medium platform B is 1 2 slot and 2 1 slots on it. This one here is just 2 2 slots, connected slots. You can always connect a 1 slot item to a 2 slot connector. However, you cannot connect a 2 slot thing to 2 unoccupied 1 slots. It doesn't work. So, I actually think I'm going to research this one instead and use it. Now you see, there's the extra cost too. It's 400 bytes. And we're going to skip over that, but eventually, you'll want to take some platforms with you. Take a platform. You're going to need a platform to put that on. In the meantime, too, I actually am going to be in dire need of solar tech. And we only have 2 small solar panels. That will not be enough, probably, for our operation there. Well, actually, it might be enough just enough for us to do our mission of harvesting wolfram. The oxygenator doesn't actually use power. So I could probably get away with taking the 2 solar panels I own with me. But I would rather not. I would rather have more solar power than that. I'm going to grab my wind generator here, and we're going to scout and see if we can't come across some solar tech. See what we can't find. I'm basically going to ignore everything that's not solar tech. I do have a... Let me make sure. Yeah, I do have a beacon on me. That'll be crucial because I'm not going to be able to pick it up in the buggy. Oops. No! No, buggy! Oh, okay, that's just dead end. Thank goodness. It's an interesting looking hole right there, though. Make sure I don't drive down into anything I can't get back out of. A little peek, though. Whoa, buggy, buggy, buggy. Let's go this way. Between the mountain and the forest. Head up the mountain a little. See what's up here. See, that's the great thing about the buggy, too, is it can actually go quite a few places. It's got enough speed and power to climb. Bounce around a mountain. Nope. No luck so far. Oh, here's a bit of wreckage. Yeah, got some extenders on there. I guess I'll take those. Oh! Didn't mean to run it over. What's that? See something? Oh, there's some ammonium. Well, I want to find that again later. Actually, hopefully I won't need it. I'll need to collect a whole bunch of that, but hopefully I won't need like a metric ton of it. Ooh, here we go. This is be nice to have too. This is graphite. Graphite has a pretty cool use. Oh, okay. I've collected a piece. I got room for another. Alright, there we go. Can I use it yet? Nope, I can't. I'll have to unlock that tech. But graphite can come in handy. Oh look, there are a whole bunch of it down in that crevasse there. My buggy. Forests are kind of a pain. You'll usually see me go around because when you get into them, look at all these plants. Crap. All these trees. They get in your way. Even on the tractor, it can be kind of hard to snake through a forest. Oh! Did I bring any laterite with me? Is there a happy chance that I got laterite? No. There is no happy chance that I got laterite. Darn it. And I don't have a spare beacon. I just have the one. I'm hoping to leave that with a solar panel. And you see these rocks? They stop the buggy cold. Oh, I'm getting stuck in the trees. See, this is hard right here to deal with. Ah! Darn forests. Oh, there's that one red indicator. I'm driving in circles and not realizing it. There's a spare wind generator. So we got another wind turbine. Zoobida-doo-dah. Power cells. Not interested. Power cells. Darn it. I've been lucky so far, so the fact that I'm having trouble now finding what I'm looking for, it's alright. 'Cause I really feel like I've been exceedingly lucky. Go, go, go! Get myself into a place that's going to be hard to get out of here. Look at that mountain. Oh, fell over. Ooh, that's some saphir. Oh no, it's. I thought it was saphirolite, but it's actually just compound. Mountain compound. Look, there's some copper. Malachite, that is. That's weird. This is like a little green valley between all the mountains. Between the mountains and the forests, the mountainous forests. Oh, look at that. Uh, Not solar, but good grief. Well, that's a good deal right there. All this wind power. Oh my god, there's even more right there. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say, watch me pull up on this thing and it'll have like a solar panel on it now that I drop my beacon. Well, there's a battery. I'll take that, thank you. Batteries are incredibly useful. Always. I think I'm on the other side of the mountain from home. No, the red markers are behind me. It is hard to navigate in this game. Oh my gosh, another battery. There's pretty much spent power cell. Don't need that. I will take that battery though. Oop. Run over the resin. There's a research doodad sitting on a platform. Ooh, I wish I had a marker for that. Alright, let's head back. If I find anything now, I'll be sad because I'll have no way to mark it. Yeah, look at that. Right there, too. A bunch of cool junk right over here. See, getting in the buggy without making sure you have beacons. Like, plural beacons. Can make you feel like you wasted a trip. Not that I didn't pick stuff up. Might as well collect these. Buggy, what are you doing? Kind of falling through the ground a little bit there. That used to happen a lot, by the way. It was really obnoxious. But you see how the suspension on the buggy moves, the wheels bounce and all, in a fairly realistic manner, physics based. There was this obnoxious thing that would happen. Sometimes your wheel would actually just bounce into the ground under it, and it would get stuck. Like, so your buggy would drive around like dragging by that one wheel that was stuck underground. And he would have to hit a bump just right to like ramp up out of the ground. Yeah, it was terrible. They have since improved the buggy's function by a great deal. You have that problem on other rovers a little bit, but not nearly as bad as the way the wheels lined up and how much give they had. It was greatly reduced on other rover types. Especially the tractor. The wheels on the tractor don't move up and down. Alright, home, where are you? I'm semi-lost. Yeah, man, since they fixed the buggy is just a pure joy to drive around. This is so nice. Feels so good. Whoa! Watch the hole. Is that one I visited? Yep, it is. There we go, we're starting to approach home territory now. Canyons used to go like all the way down into caves usually. Like there used to be it would just like be cracks down into cave systems. Like sometimes you'd fall like way deep into the planet. You fell down a cavern. Heck, actually this cave entrance here, does it go into a cave or does it actually go into that cavern? I think a little bit of both. Better not. Better turn back. Tempting fate, getting near a hole in the ground with my buggy. There's my green nav beacon. That blue beacon's gotta be home. Well, you know what? I think the beacons are actually more effective than your home. Oh, by the way, you may notice that the shuttle actually has a beacon now too. It gives off a beacon as well. So if you're on a planet and whatnot, and trying to figure out where your shuttle is parked, look for the shuttle beacon. Alright, back home again. Let's take the extra batteries we found, which that's really nice. Take those off. Store them, and thus the base has a bunch of stored power. Unload my extra extenders I've found. Right now we're not really needing extenders. Like later, like when you start building out, which by the way, why I flattened a lot of the ground around the base area. When you start building out, you don't want extenders and whatnot to increase the size of your base. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, it's been 2 hours of stream. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to call it here. And I'll come back to it again later. So, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Go over to save. Save and quit.